Come on in, my beautiful sisters. Welcome to our sacred circle. Come into the room, come into the room, come into the room. I am excited to see you today. A sec here. This is a spiritual business chat that was originally we were going to be focusing on if you came through one of my certification programs or if you purchased one of my Done For You programs, but now we're just focusing on those plus whatever spiritual business needs are lighting you up at the moment. So I'm excited to see all of y'all, just to share where I am right now, in terms of my spiritual business. And we'll pull a card. Then we're gonna do some on hands-on coaching because like I like to get my hands all in your business. As we are on the other end of that total lunar eclipse, that blood moon energy. I hope that you were able to use that for your own fall season, harvest season movement. Let me know in the comments if you were able to utilize the energy of the lunar eclipse that just happened this weekend, the blood moon that just happened. If not, it's okay. It's not too late. It's not too late. Just let me know if you were able to do so. Let me know if you were able to do so. The chat looks like it's doing something weird on my side. Okay, no, there it goes. Okay, I see kinda. I didn't. We were away at soccer tournament. Oh, congratulations and just catching up. Okay, good. It's not too late. It's not too late. We are still in that energy, not intentionally, but I was thinking about things. That is very powerful. Yeah, Ade. Thinking about things is still, very much a manifesting and creative process. So that is very powerful. Were you able to use that energy? Because one of the things that we want to do, in living in our magical goddess era, forward movement, light worker, all of those things, is go with the flow of Mother Nature whenever possible. Go with the flow of Mother Nature. And that includes with your creation of your abundance, answering your purpose, um, diving into your divine gifts, the way that you give back to the world, the way that the world gives back to you. All of that will be easier if you utilize Mother Nature's cycles. So, at its most basic, that is using the energy of the full moon for cleansing, for releasing, for letting go, using the energy of the new moon for drawing in, for pulling in, for magnetizing, attracting, all of those things. So just at its most basic, if you can't do anything else, or if you let's rephrase that, if you are finding yourself not able to do anything else, or you are not yeah, let's just put it that way. If you are not able, if you are hmm, if you are not aligning yourself in a way to be able to do anything else at its most basic, just use the new moon for drawing toward you and the full moon for releasing from you, for cleansing, for letting go. Those are just the cycles of, reaping and sowing, harvest, all of that. It's just nature. And we are all daughters of nature. All right, and daughters of the moon. So, what's going on in my world business wise in terms of, this season? It's really interesting. I'm really at an interesting place because I am in deep writing mode still with this novel that is coming out next year. And just got an extension. Woo woo! My deadline was supposed to be the 15th, yes, which I had requested because September 14th is the birthday of my late aunt Ruby that my daughter is named after. And so I had requested her birthday and then they had moved it to the 15th because I guess maybe the 14th falls on a weekend or something. And it was supposed to be the 15th, which was great until then I hadn't looked at the gap that was going to be between summer camp and school beginning and then was a little bit behind because of that. But luckily I'm in a women-led company that was like, okay, we understand, it's fine. So moved my deadline. So what that ended up meaning then is that September, which for me, I was excited about coming out of this cocoon and relaunching things in terms of social media and relaunching my app that was a for me not a winning launch because of just the tech thing and the just the stretch. And I'll do a whole video about that, about failing forward when you launch something and you're like, okay, that sucked. Let's relaunch that, because it happens to the best of us. So relaunching the app, and and along with that, launching a sacred money course, and then there's an EFT course, and all of that will be a part of the app. And just all of that stuff just then ends up being pushed a little bit, but that's okay. That's I'm in much more of a go with the flow place in my life. Whereas, like, a few years ago, I'd have been like, oh my God, this is like horrible. This is terrible. I had to get an extension. That's humiliating. And the app I didn't, do what I wanted to do with the app. And all of those things are, makes me bad or wrong. And none of that is true. None of that is true. Once you are living on purpose, and you are walking your purpose and know who you are and whose you are and what you're doing, you put out your magic into the world, and those who are meant to be a part of it will understand and be excited and be energized with and learn from, the gifts that you have and the ways that you're meant to learn from them. So there we go. So that is what's happening with me. Thank you for the hearts, Goddess C. Sherelle. Thank you for the hearts. Actually, Goddess C. Sherelle, I see you in, you're in a lot of, you don't have light on my screen, but if you are available, I would love for you to help me to pull a card for us today for our spiritual business and money purpose. Are you in a place where you can talk?
Yes, yes, yes. I love those beautiful earrings, I gotta say. Those are woo!
Thank you, Goddess. I love these. I have to tell you, these earrings tend to inspire a lot of anger whenever I wear them. Much love to anybody who's wearing them and is annoyed or pissed off. I happen to love them, but they tend to inspire a lot of anger. So thank you. I appreciate it. So, and no birds were hurt by me or anyone else in the production of these earrings. I will just put that out there. All right. You got to see Sherelle. How are you, my beautiful queen?
I am great, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Goddess.
Beautiful. And you are wearing your Oshun colors, appropriate for us pulling right now from the Faces of Oshun Oracle deck.
Let's say
Yes. All right. Okay, beautiful. So if you could just close your eyes and let's just breathe together. On the other side of this energy of the blood moon total lunar eclipse in harvest season. And we're focusing on birthing new things. Birthing
mm,
new things, which is something that you have going on in your life with your beautiful business ventures. So just if you could just focus in on that, and I'm going to shuffle, I'm going to begin shuffling now, and you just tell me when to stop.
stop.
Okay, all right, we're between two, so let's pull both. Oh, one of them was already flipped over, and that is Ocean of Miracles. Oh, that is beautiful. Yay.
Mm,
Ocean of miracles, divine synchronicity, unexpected blessings, and hope. And she was the wrong way in the deck. So she was already like face up, like, okay, here we are. We are doing this. So if you are watching this, this is our energy. We are in the energy of birthing miracles, birthing miracles. Type into the comments, I birth miracles. Oh, look how gorgeous. Oh, wow. We're getting to see your whole thing. Gotta see Cheryl. Beautiful. I birth miracles. That is absolutely an Oshun dress. And then the other card, very interestingly enough, so that's card number 43. for the numerology goddesses. The other card, she came in upside down, which in this deck means punctuation. So in the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle, an upside down card means a reversal because that deck has tarot influences, tarot, depending on how you pronounce it, right? This deck, the upside down cards mean accent, punctuation, pay attention. So this is the card number 37, Oshun of the Crossroads, a card of ascension, transformation, and quantum leaps. These are both crown chakra energy cards, very elevated energy. Ascension, transformation, and quantum leaps, which for us getting together to talk about money and business and purpose, to have the energy of miracles and the energy of being at a crossroads and walking toward quantum leap energy is potent, powerful, and very thrilling. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Happy birthday. Someone saying she just turned 37 on August 1st. Happy birthday, my Leo goddess. Yes, we receive all of this energy, all of this energy. So just type crossroads into the comments if you feel like you are at a personal crossroads. Type crossroads in the comments if you feel like you're at a crossroads right now. This crossroads card came up. It's coming up a lot. Yeah. Crossroads energy. Yeah. Crossroads. And this could be personally or professionally or, okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Crossroads, crossroads. So when you're in, at a crossroads, in a crossroads, however you want to term it, it can feel, overwhelming sometimes, but it also is very exciting. It's a very exciting place to be because you're not in the muck. You're not, you're no longer like in the whatever was you're moving out of, oftentimes it could be grief, it could be fear, it could be a big transition that happened, something that, that you need to recover from. It could be something that was traumatic and all the different layers of traumatic, of trauma. Um, Something that I was watching the other day, and this person was saying, an older person, and they were saying that they feel like, all of like the current generations that we use the term trauma too much. And I disagree so much. I feel like we don't use the word trauma enough, that there's a lot of stuff that is extremely traumatizing that we do not look at in that way, that we tend to look at as like, oh, well, that happened. I have to keep going with life because, I got these people that are dependent on me or this whatever, or business or job or whatever it is. I don't think that we acknowledge enough just how much stuff in life is just traumatizing incredibly traumatizing. I was telling my sister that I was writing about, I was talking with one of my editors about something that I have a character going through in this fiction project that's similar to something that we went through in my family. And she was like, and the father, whatever, a whole bunch of stuff we'll talk about another time. And the editor was like, oh my God, what's she gonna do? How's she gonna recover from like, she's gonna move on forward. It's just stuff happens, And so we don't think about like just oftentimes like just like how traumatizing stuff is and how much energy, how much we need to build in recovery time for ourselves and love up on ourselves and take good care of ourselves in just whatever the pockets are in how we do everything. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about, where you are, what that crossroads is, how it pertains to your money and business, and how you plan to move forward. And there's a lot of stuff, and what 2026 is looking like. All right. So, gotta see Sherelle, since you kicked us off, come on back and let's talk about. I know you were talking about your retreat before. Let's talk about that and update me on what's happening with that.
Oh, thank you so much for the opportunity. A lot's going on with it. I do have two goddesses. I was really trying to get the name narrowed down for it because
Mm-hmm.
tagline is healing is the new sexy. So I was doing embodiment just by itself with healing to new sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I had embodiment, I think it was embodiment, um, sensual, sexy, and unleashed. So I was kind of playing with those three.
Wait. You jumped ahead. So wait, when is the retreat? Because I thought it was happening now, like soon.
No, it's November the 12th to the 7th to the
Okay.
16th. November the 12th to the 16th. And,
Okay, and you have a location?
and Tulum.
Okay. Okay, good. No. I know you had you were still looking for the hotel, right?
So I narrowed it down to Amari. I got one villa booked.
Okay. All right, good. Congratulations. That's big.
Yeah, that is good.
Okay, good. So you have when you say you have one villa booked, how many people can be at that location? Is it not enough? Is there not enough room for that to be just the one place?
Okay, so Amari has a bunch of little villas.
Oh,
You
okay.
in Neyland, you got a Neyland. How to get over? You have to get over to where you go.
Can everyone mute themselves?
Well, then get you hit and it'll be your fault.
Goddess Shireen, I think you're muted. You're unmuted. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Go ahead, please.
So it has 3 bedrooms in each villa,
Hmm.
and it's a really good price for it. One of the sisters did ask me though where we're going to be staying. She actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want to come to Tulum,
Hmm.
and what's about Airbnb?" I was like, "I'm actually having a retreat." And then she asked me where I was staying, so she got the price. So the price is really good for the hotel. So it's like $800, $900 for 3 bedrooms for 4 days.
Hmm.
Good price. So now I'm working through the prices, whether I should be charging for a day retreat, but I decided not to just go with the whole prices, including food, including my prices. I have 2 women that I'm so happy to work with, 2 Virgo women on my team.
Nice.
Yeah, and one of them do hypnosis and tapping into your inner dom, and the other one restyles you. So that's a whole day of like a really good thing for them to do. So they're coming in and being
So
restyled.
they're gonna come in. Wait, okay, so they're coming in and they first have your energy before they even get to the Dom energy and the restyle energy. What are you offering? Because you're our main person that we're coming for.
Okay, so the beginning, we're going to the cenote. It's a private cenote,
Hmm.
which they're going to be held by. I'm going to be doing a meditation with Brian, who holds you in the water. You do a
Hmm.
water ceremony where he'll be floating you. Then after you come out the water, you'll be doing a mini massage with me. First, some tea to kind of cool you down because it could be a little cool, some tea.
Yes.
And then from there, I'll be doing a mini massage with you and some sound healing. And we'll be doing journaling and art, a little bit of artwork as well. And it's just a really peaceful place to kind of work with. So that is a really special day with that. That
Oh, this sounds beautiful. This sounds beautiful. Okay, so I need some more clarifying questions. So it sounds now like is this a 1 day thing or is it still a 3 day thing? Or how many days is this?
4 days. It's
4 days, okay.
excuse me, 5 days and 4 nights.
5 days and 4 nights. What is the name of the retreat? Someone listening here might be interested. What's the name of the retreat?
So it's the embodiment of sensuality, sexuality, and unleashing.
Okay, that's a really long name. So
Like
is that
that
whole thing the name, or is part of that the name and the subtitle, or
title. So it's embodiment.
okay, so the embodiment retreat. Is
Mm,
that what it's called?
yeah, so it's an embodiment, and the subtitle is sensuality, sexuality, and unleash.
Okay, all right. This is very exciting. Okay, so they'll come in the beginning and have that experience with the cenote and everything like that. And then the experience with the other two teachers, are those on different days?
Yeah, so the first day we have a simple, I'm gonna be doing the Cleopatra foot soaks. When you
Mm-hmm.
so as soon as you come in, you relaxing after getting off your plane ride. I'm doing the Cleopatra foot soaks and sound healing to get
Uh-huh.
some meditation sound healing. And then the next day we have the Temescal. And then after the Temescal, we have cacao ceremony. And
Mm-hmm.
cacao ceremony we will be doing later on that evening. You get to rest up a little bit. And then later on that evening, I'll be doing some DIY, so body scrubs, body butter, and things.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing a DIY, how to make your own waist beads.
Oh, this is beautiful. I'm loving this.
I'll be
Yes.
honoring to the parts of your body that you may not admire. So say if you say, I don't like my eyes, my breasts, my whatever, I'm gonna be blue lotus flowers around you and rose petals and kind of like honoring the body that in that way. That's the workshop we'll be doing with that one.
Mhm.
And blue lotus tea as well. So it's a kind of a blue lotus ceremony tea session along with embodiment that. So that's day 2. And then day 3, we'll be doing the cenote where we're taking to the cenote that I talked about there.
Mhm.
And that's gonna be really beautiful. That cenote day because of that cenote is breathtaking. Like it's so magical. The water is so clear and it's private. That's what I love about it. So
Mhm.
by yourselves, it won't be like other people interrupting you. You get to flow. You can get on a floater. It's just a day of peace,
I
along
love.
with massages as well. And plus,
Mhm.
weaving in some forehand massages, trying to work that out as well. So the forehand massage is going to be amazing.
Okay.
Pampering as well because I do a lot of hot towels and really just listening in, having your smoothies and your food in there. So we have plant-based food, and then on the 4th day we'll be doing the flying dresses.
Oh.
So be getting a photographer to be doing the flying dresses for you, and that's what my friend Tanya should be doing the flying dresses. And later on that evening we'll be doing salsa lessons on the beach and having dinner on the beach as well.
Okay, so what's the cost of this retreat? What's the cost? That's what we've been going back and forth about. What's the cost?
So I was thinking like 2K.
Okay. All right. So $2,000 for the retreat. And is that all inclusive?
That's all inclusive.
Okay. Now, what is your profit margin then with paying your people, right? Paying your people that you have that sound like great people and making sure that, that the food and all of that and thinking of, the tips and are you handling their ride from the airport there once they get to the airport to the location?
Yes, Amari picks them up and drops them off too. And you get 2 free rides around to every day. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So what's your profit margin per person?
So that's what I'm working through today. I spent today like, oh my gosh, I gotta get outside. I was so busy working on it. So I'm plugging it into the sheet that you do. I'm not a numbers person. This is a struggle for me. So I'm getting help with that. But
Mhm.
I'm in. So I don't know my exact numbers yet, but I estimate everything when I add up all the prices for the food, for my curation. That's what I end up being too. So I need to work out the detail what my profit margin is going to be for sure.
Okay. Because given all that's happening, 2,000 is seeming low to me
Hmm.
because paying for the photographer, you have three or four practitioners. So the photographer,
I have a photographer. I have the water therapist, the
uh-huh,
aqua therapist, the photographer, and
uh-huh,
two sisters. That's one's doing the curation for restyling you.
mm-hmm,
So you come in, we're tapping into the dominatrix part, and we're tapping into the dark energy of the goddess as well. So they do a whole transformation for that day.
mm-hmm.
So that's four people.
So four practitioners plus you're a practitioner as well, right? So, and how much are you paying each practitioner?
So they're charging $100 per person for
Mhm,
for the hypnosis and the inner dom, and then 130 for the restyling,
mhm.
$90 for the embodiment for the water, and then it's $230 for the pictures.
Okay. And how much is the location charging per person?
Location for
The hotel or I don't know what it's called, the place with the villas.
okay, that's only like every room is different. So some is $800, some is $900. So pretty much the budget is like $900 per villa.
Okay, so $900 per villa. So that's about 1,000, right? So that's about $1,000 in US dollars, right?
Yeah, well,
So
I,
then the other $1,000 is to divide up between all, and the $1,000, to be clear, includes food.
yes, but not every day. Like that's the part I'm trying to work through as well right now. So the dinner part for the beach, I know that they're taking care of that themselves when we have dinner on the beach at
Mhm,
when we're doing the salsa. So they're
mhm,
taking care of their own dinner there. So
mhm,
I'm just trying to decide whether I should do like one meal a day and how I'm gonna do all that because I got the estimate for the chefs.
mhm.
Hotel chef is absolutely too expensive. But so I went in and went with people that I know that I where I ate at with their food. So I spoke with them I mean, had a connection with them. And so that's where I'm kind of like working through that part. And yeah.
You can offer one meal a day and then um have either you can call it like family dinners or family lunches where everyone lunch is easiest because everyone's already together. So that could be a nice bonding time for everyone to get together and have lunch together. And then, giving a list of restaurants where people could be able to have dinner
Mhm.
is important, so that they, then are able to experience Tulum in a different way. So it benefits them as well as it benefits you. And then maybe look into, is there a way you can do maybe a continental breakfast or get the hotel to include, a continental breakfast, which shouldn't be too expensive as, maybe a bonus that they can do for you or something like that. But I think that would be very helpful on your budget because food is expensive and it is also a key part of the experience. When we go somewhere, one of the first things we talk about is, oh, the food, the food experience is a key part of it. So I think you want to go back. It's good that you're looking at the numbers today because it feels to me like these numbers it feels very close for this incredible, beautiful, bountiful experience that you're creating, that you want to make sure, just go and look at the numbers.
Yes, thank you so much. That is definitely what I was spending up today doing. So that's my hard goal today of definitely do that. Cause I do have a couple people that were asking. I just left New Jersey, where I'm from, and so I got people from back in the day was like they want prices, travel agents, family. Like I'm gonna give this to my friends. So and there are people waiting that I met in Tulum. So I do have people, that group of women of 6 women that's waiting. So I have groups of women that will definitely the ability that I book now is me, my hypnosis lady,
Hmm.
who's helping me and supporting me, and the sister that I met who got it for a discount price. She's going to be helping us out as well, but she's been working to the retreat. So that's the villa that she booked for us to be able to come together. So that's how
Okay.
I got that book. So now I'm just waiting to give everybody a definite price and
Mhm.
everything in alignment so I can give them the move so they can move forward.
Okay. Another possibility, again, I don't know these villas at all, so I'm just going to give you an idea. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Depending on the size of the villas and how they're laid out, another possibility is with your curriculum, assigning people to have partners and to then be able to split a villa, so that could be a possibility. So people are able to split a villa. So then, that could help with, prices for the rates for the guests, as well as the rates for, as well as your profit margin. You see, so if a villa costs $1,000 and you're figuring $1,000 per person, that's very different than if you're figuring $500 of everyone's rate. Half of that goes, 500 goes to the villa instead. So see if the villas are splittable.
They're definitely splittable. So that's what I was debating with because the lady that came to me and that I know for years who's looking for a place, she already know the cost of the villa. So she asked me where you looking at? I said Amari. So she already knows like it could be $800, it could be $900, pretty much in that area. So if I split it for that, then I'm separating that, saying it's 3 bedroom. Now she said to me she has 6 friends and their family, they can split the bedrooms together. So how would I be able to tell them per person if they're splitting those bedrooms together? And that's my dilemma.
It's coming up with, I've seen it done two ways. So I usually just have, one rate and then, basic rate and then a VIP rate and work it out where, when they come that I'm assigning them to the room, unless they are traveling with friends or family. I've also seen it done where, and this is not what I've done, but I've seen it done where people have, please mute yourselves.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna mute you, Goddess
Ah,
Cecil,
thank
because I'm
you.
gonna mute everyone and then
Oh my
unmute.
goodness. Mhm.
Goddess Lestel, you're the one who is showing up as talking, so please mute yourself. Okay, so yeah, so I've seen it done where people have different rates per room, like say that there's an A room, a B room, and a C room, and then people can book. But what I've heard from, venues and from having done retreats for so long is that that makes people more confused about booking, and a confused mind doesn't buy, because it's like, well, do I want a room? The same thing that they're going to do, the same exact thing you're doing right now. Should I go with A, B, C, too many choices? What am I doing? Should I book? Versus there's one rate. I know I'm coming to the retreat. I know that I'm going to come and I'm going to stay with, if I'm not traveling with someone, I'm going to stay with new friends and meet people. And that's a part of my retreat experience, that I'm coming and I'm paying for a room, period. Whether that, villa ends up having 2 rooms or 3 rooms, I'm coming and I'm paying for a room and the villa.
Mm. So
So,
yeah, because all the rooms in the villas are all different prices because some are more glamorous than others.
so then you do a basic rate and a VIP rate. So if it's
Okay.
a glamorous room, then they are coming for a VIP room. And you can also add additional things with that, depending on how much more glamorous the room is. You may not need to add any extras to it. But if you're wanting to, maybe that includes an afterward follow-up session with you, or something like that, where they can check back in with you, or that sort of thing. So you can add on extras, or maybe it includes additional parts of the photo shoot with the photographer, or something like that, that there are extras that you can add on to it, to be able to do it that way. So there can be 3 levels, so there can be a basic, a VIP, and a VVIP, like you can do it that way.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, so I think that, if that makes it easier for you than, trying to figure out, with the splitting of the rooms and the villas and all of that. And it'll make it a lot easier for your folks as well, who are thinking, okay, well, I can't afford a 3-room villa, or I've got to go now try to convince 2 more friends, or whatever it is, because we're in September and we're looking at November.
Right. So if the person, so you're saying, if, like, I have one lady who unfortunately broke her leg, right? But she wants to come back, and she asked last night, how is everything going? Where did we find a place? So if I only had, say, the 6 friends is in one villa, and it was her issue where I would have with her charging that price. So you're saying I would still, I'm a little not clear on that part. So
Okay. So if she's traveled, is this the lady that is giving you the villa, that knows about the villa, or this?
she knows about the villa, but she's waiting to see how her leg heals the book. But I do have other people. But say if it's the 6 women was in one villa and she was by herself, then I'll have to figure that out. Like trying to get 2 other people for sure. I'm sure I can get 2 other people, but that's the thing, giving her a price.
Yeah, that's why it works easier if there's one rate. You see what I'm saying? So everybody should have one rate, because this is confusing. It's confusing you, it's confusing me as well. So if just come up with, like, just do the math. What is the cost of a room and the experience at this retreat? What is the rate? If it's a $2,500 retreat, let's just call it that. If it's $2,500 to come and have this 4-day experience, which is this is what you're offering, is beautiful and priceless and life-changing. And so what you are offering is not a vacation in Tulum. This is not a vacation in Tulum. Anyone could do that, right? Like, I don't need you to go to Tulum and have a vacation. That's not what you're offering. You're offering a life-changing experience where you can come and have this, embodiment. What are we embodying? That's what you're selling to people. What are we going to embody? You're embodying your true self. You're embodying your true essence. You're embodying your power. That's what you're offering us. And all of these things are a part of, the pathway to getting there. Right? So having one rate that a room is worth X amount of dollars. If these people, with the 6 people in the rooms and all of that, if you've already made a specific deal or offering with them, just stick with that for them. And then for everyone else, just figure out this is the cost. There's one basic rate, there's a VIP rate. If you're staying in a nicer room where you get all of these, other amenities, that's the VIP. If you're in a basic room, this is a basic room. And
Okay.
just make it just very simple.
So
Very simple.
should I, because I didn't give them a price yet. Um, they just know about how much a room costs. So do you have any suggestion on how, because you said something about what deal I made with them. So I'm trying to, that's my dilemma with them,
Are
because
they one group, like through one person?
one sister that I know will bring her cousins and her friends, and they want to bunk up in, it's one king size bed. So they figure they could just stay in that room in that bed.
Oh, it's one. Okay, so they're staying in one room and one bed. Okay, so you're gonna give, so they are paying for a room, but they also then, okay, I see what you're saying. No, no, they can't do that. This is not, they're all gonna bunk in at the Holiday Inn because there's still all of these other experiences that you have. So maybe you're able to give them a slight discount, but there's, you're paying like four other practitioners and yourself and the food and all of this other these other experiences. So I would talk to them on the phone. I wouldn't let this be a text or an email conversation. Talk to them on the phone, and share with them that what you're offering is this elevated experience, and you completely understand the need to want to get in a bed and and do that. And so you can offer them, because you have been in conversation with them, a slight maybe special, not a discount, a slight special, to help with that. But what you're selling or what you're offering, you're not offering, this is not a, I don't know, glamping or whatever it is. This is a whole life-changing experience. This is a journey that you're offering. It's a 4-day life-changing transformational journey
Hmm.
that is not available anywhere else.
I see. Okay, I got it. So they could easily do those two bedrooms, two villas next to each other, you know what I mean? Or two villas.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you can begin your job with them now and say, look, I totally understand what you're trying to do, but this experience that we're creating together is about embodying your power and stepping your game up. And so I'm offering you an experience to step into the more powerful, the larger part of yourself on this journey, and know that when you look back that you slept in your own bed and you had your own room and you had your own experience. And here's what it is. We've already been in conversation, so I can offer you a special here. But this is not a vacation. This is not your mama's retreat. This is something that is completely different. This is a life-changing transformational journey that I'm inviting you on, and it's a once in a lifetime experience. And I'm so excited for you and your family members to take this journey together. But I'm going to ask you to stretch a little bit and to level up what you believe is possible for you. That's what you're going to tell them. That's what you're offering them. Because
Okay.
I've created what you've created, right? What I've created for you is a once in a lifetime experience. Where else are they going to go and learn from, a dom and have, these beautiful vegan meals and go to a cenote and, all of these things?
Mm-hmm.
Who they are on Friday is not who they're going to be on Monday.
Yes, facts.
Right? So share with them and say, that, I understand, what is going on, or what may be going on, or, the fears that you may be having, around investing in yourself in this way, especially if you haven't done that before. But it's not, well, what's the cost of this? It's what's the cost of not doing it? What's the cost of getting to 2026 and being who you were yesterday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have a lot of things planned that I want to do. That I've been working hard at it for the last couple of months, and that's the thing too. I know it's last minute, so that's why I wanted to lower the price as well. I was
Mhm.
it's like $2,000, even though it did
So
be like 20.
So I'm going to interrupt you because if you're going to challenge them to step their game up, you've got to step your game up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've been having this conversation now for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Where you've been trying to decide these things, and you're creating this is an incredible, incredible opportunity that you are creating for them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm telling you this as someone who has done retreats world-class retreats for the past 10 years, that the retreat that you are creating for them is a world-class, life-changing experience. And so you're not asking them to invest in you so that you can skip around Tulum. You're inviting them to invest in themselves so that they can step their game up and that they can have, all of the things that they want in their lives. And so today, I don't want you to let the sun set without making these decisions and having clarity. Because right now you're creating for yourself a gap where you can then create excuses on the other side of it and say, if only I would have done these things, then I would have had more people. If only I would have done these things, I would have had it together. If only I'd, no, do it. Do it. This is exceptional that you're doing. And you're selling yourself short every moment that you stay in the woulda, coulda, shoulda. You're selling yourself short, and you're selling all of the other people short that would be interested in this, that are missing out because you're still in the gray area. And they're missing out on you right now being able to speak definitively and say, come with me to Tulum and let me change your life in this experience. You're shorting them with your wishy-washiness. And if what you were doing was half-assed, that would be cool. Let it be half-assed, and you could then, continue to muck around in it and try to figure it out. But what you're creating is exceptional. And so I want the people who are going to be excited, which is a lot of people, about taking this journey to not miss out because you're still trying to figure it out. So make a list of the decisions that need to be made. So you need to decide what the cost is. You need to decide, whatever it is, make a list. You need to decide, are you going to have 2 cost levels? You need to decide these things. Make a list of those decisions and make them today. And then start inviting people, because we are in such a short window between now and November. Start inviting people to get on the phone with you to decide whether this is a good opportunity for you and for them. You're deciding as well whether they are a fit. So you don't want to leave it up to, a sales page, because September and November, people have to, they have to tell their boss they're going on vacation, or however that works. I've never had a job, but they have to tell people whatever you've got to do with your boss and getting off of work and handle childcare and all of that. They've got to figure those things out. So decide those things today. And it's okay that, I understand that, it's sometimes like, okay, if I make a decision, then I'm locked into that. Yes, you are. You're going to have other retreats. This is just one. So you just need to just decide for this one. Just decide for this one. Okay? Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell the other folks short. As a matter of fact, go make a list right now. Make a list right now of the decisions that need to be made. And at the end of this call, when I say, okay, when I seem like we're wrapping up, remind me that you need to tell us what your decisions are that you need to make today.
Ashe.
Ashe, goddess. Ashe. All right, goddess Sana.
This is so wonderful, because I'm actually planning some retreats, and one is actually going to be more of a camping retreat in historic Idlewild, Michigan. Excellent. So this has been great, and I was just saying, I had already decided I'm not going to try to house people myself. I'm going to let them find their own space, and then I'll just provide the food. I bring a chef, and just really create and offer the things I'm offering. So I'm going to actually, but yes. So I'm sorry, I just started talking.
No, it's okay. That's okay. I was going to ask you what's going on, what's percolating in your world, which is what you were answering right away.
Yeah. So I've been getting really some great intuitive guidance about next year and what to do for next year. And so I'm going to do a priestess activation course, using my medicines, belly dance, connected to the ancestors, the oracle card deck, and really kind of going deeper into some of the the mysteries and of the deck and my medicines and life and how it relates to ascension. And so I, of course, included in that, I have to include nature
Yeah.
and sound, and all of it is all about sensual. It's all the
And your,
sensuality is all
sorry to
part of it.
interrupt, your past life regression work should absolutely be a part of this as well, can it
Yeah,
be?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be like almost a year long session,
Mm-hmm.
and part of it will be people will have the option, if they want to become certified in Reiki, they'll have the option of coming to this historic place for Black folk
Mm-hmm.
where they can do their Reiki attunement, and then they'll have the option of doing an in-person belly dance weekend in the same
Mm-hmm.
spot. Um,
This is
so I'm
exciting.
yeah, I'm percolating on that.
Exciting.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I was just in Idlewild for Labor Day, and it's great. It's really consistent with the past life of Black folk and the whole theme of it,
Mm-hmm.
because it's in the 1920s Black people started to have property, vacation property, because they couldn't vacation in other places because of segregation.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a revival of the area, and I think it'll be a great way for me to combine nature and history and the other sensual arts that I offer. And then the other thing is I've been trying to figure out how to phrase it, because I'm planning to spend a month in Idlewild,
Mm-hmm.
and I was thinking I would have the one weekend event at the beginning of the month, another weekend event at the end of the month, and then in between, if people wanted to do a hero's journey, past life regression, then I can create a special package for people who want to like get away. They want to do some nature work and do some shadow work and then do the regression and then have some integration. So,
That
um,
sounds so powerful, Goddess Sana.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm excited about it. I feel like, finally, so something happened and like something opened up, and I'm
Yeah.
just glad about it. I'm glad about it. And I've been doing my affirmations. I got my mirror clean. I've been doing my affirmations. And I really would like to step up on that, though. I really need to really be even more focused on my mindset and maintaining it throughout the day,
Mm-hmm.
and especially throughout the evening, because in the evenings I don't know what happens, but I really need to work on that, because um, it's so important for me to bring the energy that I've come here to bring. I mean, nobody else can do me, just like
Mm-hmm.
nobody else can do you. So it's important to really tap in and do all of stack my practices, as Michael Beckwith says, stack
Mm-hmm.
my practices, and um and and I had started doing that, so now things are opening up, and I'm feeling so much better. There's still some stuff that has to be worked out, but
Uh-huh.
at least I feel like something is moving.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, because your energy, I can feel your energy has this huge shift, like there's a buoyancy to your
Hmm.
energy. So, in terms of then, taking this, stacking your practices, what is your, do you have a daily morning routine, evening routine, maybe midday routine? Like, what's maintaining this? What's your foundational practices daily that you're building on?
Yeah, I have a cadre of routines that I intermingle.
Hmm.
So, um, but I don't have a midday routine, and I don't have an evening routine.
Okay.
So that's something that I'm going to work on today to get
Okay,
those in
good.
place. I got a new journal just
Okay,
for the
look at you
occasion that I got yesterday. So,
now. Yay.
so having these meetings is really great for me, because it really helps me it reminds me to like focus and, get in gear. And so this is wonderful.
Excellent, excellent. And you can use the midday, maybe it's the midday or the evening, either one, you were saying you wanted to improve your affirmation practice. So you can make one of those routines, whether it's your midday or your evening, affirmation focused.
Okay. Okay. So not the morning, but or just morning
Is
and
the morning
evening.
routine already affirmation focused?
Yes, affirmation
Okay.
focused.
All
Yeah.
right. So if that's working, then keep that.
Yeah.
If
So I
that's
have the
working, keep
affirmations in the
that.
morning, breathing exercise, and then sometimes I incorporate stretching and belly dance.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm going to put together a list because I'm the kind of person I need to do different things.
Mhm.
So I'm going to put together a list of like today I'll do belly dance, tomorrow is singing, to the next day is walking outside, and so I'm going to put together a variety of activities for myself, which I do, but not with the regularity that I intend to do now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing about if you were to switch your affirmation practice to a night, the great thing about, doing with your evening routine things that either include like are affirmation based or manifestation focused or things is that you're about to go into let your subconscious mind, marinate on whatever you plant in that fertile soil before you go to sleep. And
Right.
so if it's your affirmations, and then you're going to go to sleep and have these beautiful, affirmations tilling in that soil all night. That
Yes.
is a powerful way to go rather than what our natural inclination is at the end of the day to think of all the things that went wrong.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That could
So
have
that's what
worked
I'll do.
out, you know.
Yes. Sounds
Okay.
good. Evening for sure, because that is the time when you're
Hmm.
going into the theta state. That's really the best time to really
Yes.
implement ideas.
And what you can replace in the morning routine, you can add a journaling practice, like just a free write journal. You can do some, 3 pages of morning pages, and this is for everyone. You can do, just 3 pages or 20 minutes, whichever comes first. If you have that availability to just get the muck off of your brain, just 3 pages, free writing, not worrying about grammar or spelling or anything like that, not even worrying about your handwriting. You're not writing in order to read it back. You're writing in order to just be on the page. It's a form of meditation.
Yeah, I did do that this morning. So
Okay.
yeah, I think I will include that, the breathing and singing, because the singing is really good for the vagus nerve
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and and the chakra here. I can't the, pineal
The
gland and
third eye.
the sixth
Mhm.
chakra. And okay, so I'm gonna do, so that's what I'll do. I'll do the morning pages, free writing, breathing, and singing
Mhm.
for the morning. And then in the afternoon, maybe I'll do dancing at that time.
Yeah, that would be great.
And then the evening is the affirmations and visualization.
Mhm. Beautiful.
And
And I
then,
want
oh,
you
and then the gratitude.
excellent. Yes, absolutely. I want you to focus also on when you are looking at the affirmations on abundance related and money related affirmations, since that has been a challenge for you in the past.
Okay.
And challenge yourself for everyone who is using an affirmation practice to not have skimpy affirmations. That what's the point of if you have affirmations and then you're, affirming further limited things.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful, Goddess Sana.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I saw Goddess Marnie next.
Hi, Goddess.
Greetings, Goddess. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I am great.
Good.
Okay, so what is percolating for you right now, Goddess?
Yes. So I did a pivot, kind of like you with your extension on your book. I shifted my virtual retreat um, because of having to put down our dog of 10 and a half years and the amount of grief I was holding for the boys. And there was so much wrapped up into Ian, and like it was a good release, I feel, for all of us, but oh my gosh, my oldest was having like grief attacks, like a panic attack, but just crying. And so I decided to shift. So I emailed all my speakers last Monday. They were all amazing and said, yes, the timing is actually better. We're
Yeah.
doing it, the week after the fall equinox. And so it's going to be like the 30th to the 1st now. It was supposed to be this week,
Yeah.
as you know. And so that's all great. All the live speakers came with me. I think I still have to confirm one more, but they all said yes. Most of my pre-recorded ones, probably about half have already gotten their stuff in, so I just have to get the other halves in so I can load it all up. So that's all coming along great. I just know because I did do a week of promo before I made that flip,
Okay.
and the registrations were really low. And so I know most of my speakers were not sending anything out yet, because I was putting together more of a speaker guide. And then this morning, I had a few messages come through, and I had a message from the divine come through too, that part of it is the name, that the From Martyr to Magnetic Mama, and it should just be Magnetic Mama 3-day virtual retreat.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they're not like, when you're in martyr, you're not, and I remember this with myself, you're not thinking you're in martyr.
Yes.
And so, so I
So
have to
giving
do a
that,
quick
it's
pivot.
not for me. Yes. So you're giving them the vision. You're giving
Yes.
the vision, magnetic mama. Come
Yes.
magnetic mama. Yes.
So, I got to revamp all the speaker resources a little bit because I was sending them all the newsletter templates and the Instagram and Facebook, all the things they can just post and put in. But, I mean, this has been since June, so like almost 4 months of planning. And um and it's kind of that last Hail Mary for the business. Because I'm kind of like, okay, I need income coming in, and I do have the VIP path, and then I have affiliates, so the speakers can be affiliates in promoting it. And I feel so strongly that my business is what I'm needed in this world and what I'm meant to be doing, but the money is not following. So I'm really hoping with this pivot and we get lots more signed up and that they'll upgrade to VIP, which then leads into the membership, right? Like that's that's how I envision the whole thing
Yes.
working, so that so that then basically then that would be that financial flow, and even just building into all the things I want to do, like this is a real retreat, but in a live retreat and doing another virtual retreat and like all these things. And even the boys and I have had these conversations where I was like, if this doesn't work in the next month, I might need to look at a job, and our life changes entirely. And so I'm trying not to feel discouraged because I know I'm on the right path, and yet I need to have some financial coming back.
Yes. So right now you are in this pivot space where like you said, you're pushing everything and relaunching.
Yeah.
And you've been marketing since June. You said you've been marketing this.
Not marketing, but working on this whole thing. So getting all the speakers lined up, and then like been talking about it since the start of summer, at least, like being like, this is coming, and had people on the wait list. And I've only got, and I don't want to say only, I've got 20 beautiful women who have signed up, but not for VIP. Like nobody has upgraded to the VIP yet. And I just am like, I just want to help so many women. I just want
Okay.
to
All
put
right. So
magic
so
there.
let's talk. So now the new title is Magnetic Mama.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you birth this? Today? Magnetic Mama, the new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a couple hours before this call, I was like, okay, I gotta drop the From Martyr part.
Yes.
Like it can be in my writing, like
Yes. Yes.
describing a martyr, but it can't be the title.
Okay, so this is exciting. So you're going to move forward now with the magnetic mama energy. What do you feel like your people most want? Not what they need. What do they want? Like, what do you feel like, you know, in your heart of hearts that this group of gorgeous goddesses would pay money for?
It's immediately when you asked that, it was like the way out, because the target market of this is the me of 2 years ago that was like stuck in a relationship, stuck in a career that they didn't want, stuck in an identity that no longer fits them. Like
Mhm.
one or all of those things. So that's who I'm talking to. And so they just want that clarity. Like I would have paid $1 million if I had it for that
Mhm.
clarity of like, get me out. Like, right? That like uh,
Yes.
or
Okay.
show me the tunnel through.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So if a big part of your curriculum for the next 2 weeks was around the way out,
Mhm.
what does that look like? So you want to split it. So it's not all the way out. It's half the way out and half the magnetic mama, because that is very exciting. Like, you know, who doesn't want to be a magnetic mama? Like that sounds very exciting. You're speaking to, you know, the
Yeah.
after vision. So come with me and become a magnetic mama. And here's what that means, you know, painting a very clear picture of here's the before, you know, are you, you know, stuck in a job, a relationship, or whatever, like, you know, speaking very, very clearly into that and speaking very clearly into the after
Mhm.
and demonstrating and sharing that you are that after.
Yeah.
You know, that why are you the person that is going to be able to bring us to that promised land, you know, sharing with us that after piece. So having this, so thinking of the next 2 weeks now as, you know, this is a curriculum that you're
Right.
going to be teaching, that you're going to be, you know, and stay on the speakers, you know, like me and the other folks, you know, I just told someone yesterday, like, you cannot, I don't consider that I could be over bothered. Like, there's no over bothering me. Like, it's good to, you know, to over bother. You know, stay on the speakers and make sure that they are sending this out, you know, to people. Remind me, in with your virtual retreat, are the emails and the social posts mandatory or are they optional?
So I did say like to become a speaker and they agreed, they signed the form and everything that said like um yes, we will send a minimum of one email and do a minimum of two posts.
Okay, good.
So they all signed. I mean, I don't
Good.
think you did, but I just trust the
Yes,
universe with
yes,
you. But
yes.
but they all signed that. And I have had some speakers do that. But then others not. And yeah, I feel like I'm back into like having employees. I'm like, oh my
Okay.
God.
It is. I mean, it is because it's a big event that you're doing. So that's
Totally.
okay. So just thinking of it like, okay, this is a huge event that you're doing. This is a huge retreat, a huge undertaking that you're doing. So one of the emails that you need to send out and also share with your folks, share with all of the speakers, start to send them optional optional posts.
Right.
So one that says, what is a magnetic mama? So send that one out. Like, okay, here, you know, start to, you know, send to the speakers, here's something that you can post today. There's a lot of people, maybe they may be looking for something to add on to their own editorial or, you know, share or just share it because, you know, they believe in you and your vision, even though, even if they've already done the one post and whatever it is, start to give them extra materials. If you can, daily. If
Okay.
that's too much, you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
so sending
that
them, okay, here's, you know, here's a graphic that you can post with a quote, you know, a quote from you
yeah.
and leading people back to the retreat. So giving them additional materials and really treating, this is now a separate email list of the people who are your speakers for this event, giving them promotional materials daily
Okay, I like that.
and you sharing those materials and educating your audience as well. You know, what is a magnetic mama? What are the three biggest fears of that a magnetic mama has? What are the three biggest benefits for stepping into your, I don't know, magnetitude or whatever it is, you know, like just giving, you know, making this really exciting that this is coming up and coming from the energy of, you know, this is a thrilling thing to join. this is, appeal to, if I am your soulmate audience, appeal to my FOMO. Like, this is wonderful. This is exciting. You want to, this is where you want to be. This is where all the cool kids are. This is what we're doing, you know? Right now, you can say right now, I know people that are having a retreat in Tulum. You may not be able to do that, but here's what we're going to be doing now. Like, this is the next best thing, so even adding to the experience of the virtual retreat part of it. So maybe giving, a list of, a couple of things that people can do, or maybe invite them to bring their favorite crystal with them, or whatever, like things that make it feel, more like a paid retreat experience, even for people that are participating for free, and start just speaking also just, maybe to your audience in a little bit of a, harsher is the wrong word, but a more real talk way. Like, what is it that, what are you afraid of that is not making you sign up to step into being a magnetic woman? Saying that in a more streamlined way.
Yeah.
But, getting like, come on, like, this is what is happening. Like, here are the speakers, here's what's going on. I know we all have a lot going on, but this is amazing. The same like we were talking about with Goddess C. Sherelle earlier. This is incredible. This is a world-class experience. This is awesome. And the only cost for your folks is the cost of, signing up with an email. And I want you to also just have in your mind that, the sign up is only a part of it. You still have to worry about the show up. Well, worry is the wrong word, but you still have to make sure that they show up as well, because you want them to show up. So even, do certain videos that are specifically around the VIP. You may feel like you've been talking about it a lot, but you probably have not. Make sure that you are promoting the VIP option, as a, not even as an option, but, if you really want to step in and get the most out of this, this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
And it's an inexpensive option.
Yeah,
Like, this
it
is a very inexpensive option. So, this is wonderful that you're offering them for only, is it $47?
Well, it's 77 Canadian, so I think it comes close to like, I think it's 57 American-ish.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so for only that amount to be able to come in and do this, like, that's inexpensive. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, they get so much in VIP because they get to do live cooking classes with Ayurvedic chefs. They get to do live healing sessions. Like we've got a biennial beats and tapping healer, and we got
Mhm.
like all these amazing healers that they get live if they're VIP, and they get a bonus session where they get to hot seat with me and get card readings, and like
Mhm.
there's, and then all the bonuses that the speakers have put in to the resource center as well. Um, so it is an amazing, like, there's so much in the VIP, um, and the replays on top of all of that, right? For lifetime or for ongoing, since I'm using that wording instead of lifetime, since lifetime is God knows what anymore. Um, and the other thing that actually just came through while we were talking to C. Sherelle was I wondered about doing like 2 or 3 kind of like live hot seat and card reading, get that energy flowing like on Zoom. So they're in a room as opposed to just like my Facebook lives and my Instagram and my podcast. Like I'm doing all that, but I'm wondering about doing like a hey, register for my Zoom over the next couple of weeks to build that excitement and the attendance.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you should absolutely do that. You should
Yeah.
absolutely do that. Treat it as an in-person, if you were promoting an in-person paid experience. Yes, you should absolutely do that. And then you can take those and repost those as additional content, so
Perfect.
so reshare those to your mailing list, and you can also include that on the resources that you're sending out daily to your speakers, to get your speakers excited about sending and sharing as well.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Okay. And then also using the power again of FOMO. So say that, I don't know, Asha just sent out to whomever and whatever, like send an email that says, this is again just to the speakers. Asha Frost just emailed her folks, and, I had, I don't
Yeah.
know, X people sign, like, do that. So then
Okay.
people like me go, oh my God, my friend Asha's on the ball. Let me get my butt in gear and send it out.
Yes. Okay, perfect. That sounds great. Yes. Okay. I'm just trusting. I'm trusting divine. I know this is what I'm meant to do.
And just to let the little scared girl inside know that everything's okay. So put your hands here, put your hands at the center of your heart. Just close your eyes. Let's just take a big deep breath, nice inhale. And out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And so for your little girl inside, if for whatever reason that this is not what's going to happen, and if for whatever reason, if you needed to work somewhere to finance what you were doing temporarily and take care of your kids, that would be okay. It would not make you less than anything, it would not make you less an entrepreneur, it would not make you less of a mom, it would not make you less of a human being. It's safe. It's safe to be safe. It's safe for you to be yourself. It is safe for you to be safe. It's okay. It's okay. You're enough. Your gifts are enough. Your work is enough. And there is abundance that is waiting for you. There are riches that are waiting for you. There is wealth that is waiting for you. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are safe. You are rich. You are healthy. You are strong. You are blessed. You are powerful. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. And there's nothing that you could do that would be shameful or embarrassing. Okay, open your eyes, come back present.
Thank you, Goddess.
It's okay. So it's okay. So you don't need to move with the energy of desperation at all. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Okay, good. Blessings, Goddess Marnie.
Beautiful. Thank you, Goddess.
Okay, so really quickly, let's talk to Goddess Damali.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late. I work on Wednesdays in the morning, so usually by the time I get home, it's like at 2 o'clock. So
All good.
I was late.
All good. So what is calling you forward right now?
Right now I am in between a lot of things, thinking about a lot of things, planning a lot of things. So yeah, it's kind of like an in-between moment.
Crossroads.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that definitely resonates. So yeah,
What is happening with your book launch?
I still haven't the last I talked to you, you were saying that I should find someone on Fiverr who could create the layout to make it into a journal.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't done that yet. I haven't looked for the person yet.
Okay.
Mm.
So outside of that,
Mhm.
we still want the book to be born in the world. What is your timeline or thought about that? Is it the first of the year? It works, it goes by the calendar, right?
Yes. So like the book starts it's a book about how to bring pleasure into every day of the year. And
Mhm.
so there are prompts for each day, and that's why I wanted to be in a journal format so that um readers can just write, journal inside the book where the prompt is and like sometimes there are things that need to be written down, but even when they're not, um, you know, I love to journal, we're journalers. So I want it to be a journal so that instead of having to worry about getting a separate book, that it could just all happen within that book.
Okay. All right. So what is the plan to talk to someone on Fiverr, or why hasn't that happened?
It just feels very overwhelming to pick somebody and find the right person, start from scratch. It's just very daunting. So,
Okay, let's do it now.
okay, but I don't want to just pick a random person. That's the
Well,
thing.
let's
Like,
pick people that you can narrow down from, right?
okay.
So there's a big difference between I don't want to pick a random person and not picking anyone. Like, I don't want to pick a random person, so I'm just not gonna do it, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, the plan was not to never do it, but yes, that's what is kind of it just feels overwhelming to have to look through all the people and then figure out the right one and go through all the things.
But it is overwhelming, and that's fine, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so once you know, okay, well, this will be an overwhelming thing, then you
Mhm.
build the support that you need to do that. And oftentimes, as you know, most of us know here, the things that we put off then end up taking like 20 minutes or whatever it is. And it's like,
Sure,
oh,
yeah.
okay, I've been putting that off for, X amount of time. So let's see, are you able to open Fiverr on your computer now?
Yeah, let me see.
Okay. Do you feel comfortable to share your screen?
Okay. Let me just find Fiverr. I haven't gone on here in years.
Sister
Um,
Abiola, can I share something with you before I leave?
Yes, please
Doing
do.
Monday, I went to a reading, which is something I hadn't done in a long time.
Mhm.
Sister, I don't want to mess up her name, but she wrote the book American. Uh,
Okay.
um,
Oh, yes. That's so funny. I have the book is, I'm looking at where the book is. It's like across the room.
yeah,
Yes,
middle,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
yes. And as she's signing my book, I'm looking at her and I'm going, oh my God, just all this energy is coming off of her. It feels like so much love. And it just felt like I knew her.
Yes.
So when I got home, I was still feeling all of that. And as I was going to sleep, it was Abiola's energy.
That's wild, goddess. That is so wild. Because yes, her book, I read her book years ago, but for some reason last week I don't know why. My daughter, she was taking random books off of the shelf and she took it off the shelf. That's why it's across the room over there. She took it off the shelf and just was leaving it around and me not cleaning up as quickly as I need to. It's still just sitting over there. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Goddess Ade.
Did you know that before I leave? And just one
Oh,
more. And
thank you.
then the encouragement that you gave Sister C. Sherelle about showing up and people needing to see her, what she has. My friend just gave me that conversation regarding this art exhibit that we're getting ready to put out into the world. She's like, you an artist, Ade. You can't allow the fear to keep you from being who you are. It is who you are. It's a part of you. It manifests in your quilts. And now you're stepping into a new space and it's new to you, but you still have the same skills. You know the language, but now you're having to transfer it into a different language, but you know these things and you allowing fear to hold you back from completing something that you really want to put out. So I just wanted to
Thank you, Goddess Ade. Thank you. And Goddess Damali is actually an artist, so maybe you can connect and see her work on Instagram and it will feed into your next stages of what you're doing. Thank you, Goddess Ade.
all right. I'll see you ladies next week.
Go ahead, Goddess Damali.
okay, I'm gonna share screen now. Okay.
All right. So type in
So,
journal layout. Let's just
okay.
start with
Yeah,
that.
this search here is book layout, but I'll put journal layout. Um,
Okay, let's see. Design an ebook or a journal planner. Look at that person over there and see what you want to look at. So Fiverr, for people who are unfamiliar, is a really inexpensive resource where you can, a marketplace where you can hire freelancers to help you on projects. So Goddess Molly, scroll up. So what you want to look for is you see that that person is a level 2. That means that they have had a substantial number of people who have used their services. What
Okay.
you want to avoid is a person that is a level 1 that doesn't have any reviews because
Okay.
they could have just been on the site for X amount of time and no one has used their services.
Okay.
Okay, so look through their images. So scroll back down a little bit and let's just go through this carousel of their images here and see if you like what they are showing.
This is fine. I just really want the prompt and then like space to write, like lines
Mm-hmm.
to write.
Okay.
So,
All right, let's
um,
look at their the rates where it says standard and premium and see what they offer. So up to 7 pages. Is your book 365 pages?
oh yeah, 366. Oh, I mean, it has 300. Yeah, so it will, yes, it will be 366 pages with
Okay. And
the
then click on
prompt.
premium. What's the premium? Okay, so 12 pages. Okay, so doing the math.
A lot.
So maybe what you can, let me see, a month to 12 page custom planner. Okay, so so it's not, wait, month up to 12 page custom planner. I don't know what that means. Month up to 12 page.
I guess like 12, each page is a different month of the year. So it's
Okay.
12 pages.
Month up to 12 page, including 12 page, a 12-month setup. So they have the monthly setup. Okay, so go back to standard. 7 page. So maybe what you could do is, okay, so just save this person as someone just to reach out and just tell them what your project is and get a quote. Doesn't
Okay.
hurt to get a quote. It doesn't, just find out what the quote is. Okay, so let's just go back again and scroll down and let's see if we can find someone else who's a level 2. Okay, so look at that person over there, Fiverr's Choice. Qatar. I'm
Oh,
not.
Katana over here.
This looks cleaner, maybe like more like what you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want any of their design. I just want lines where people
Right.
write. Like, I don't want any of their design.
Yeah, I think what you're looking for is going to cost a lot less than what they are.
Yeah, because I don't need, I don't,
You can explain that to them. So I would just put that exactly in writing and contact these people. And even if you, so get their quote first. Find so that person, this person, and then one other person, and be very clear that okay, I'm not looking for your divine design. Maybe you can send them a sample page. Like just go and just do like a very rough version of what it is on Fiverr. So like just very rough and just say, I'm not a designer. Maybe you can even draw it by hand and take a picture and just be like, I'm not a designer. This is roughly what I'm looking for.
okay. Or maybe I'll find a book that has it. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
and
just,
just
it's nothing to draw. It's just, I just want my text at the top and then
Mhm.
lines where someone can journal.
So do you know the site Loom? Loom?
No.
Okay, so you can go to Loom and make a easy sample video
Okay.
where you can show them on screen what you're looking for. So like a sample book or whatever it is, or just show, just like notebook lines and my text at the beginning, like that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And that should be really inexpensive.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, so when you talk to them, if it feels like they are cost prohibitive, you can talk to, I know that this sounds, if I'm not, misunderstanding what you're talking about, this sounds very inexpensive and easy to do. maybe just talk to my old assistant, Goddess Michaela, and just ask her what her rate would be to do this. This sounds very simple to me.
I'm actually thinking like, yeah, I do have a graphic designer I work with. You know, my former student from York College who came to my
Mhm.
exhibit the other night, he
Yeah.
has done my layout for my zines. So maybe I could just
Is
ask.
he a reliable person?
Yes.
Okay.
It-
So yes, so talk to him, find out what his rate would be.
Okay, yeah. I mean, his rates are very reasonable and yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
this sounds, yeah, super, super simple. And this, if right now people are marketing planners for January, like all of that is happening now. So it would be great if maybe by Black Friday, if you planned in your head that this could be a
Okay.
Black Friday launch,
Okay. That would be
that
great.
would be, that would be really exciting. So tying
Yeah.
in, Black Friday and having this passion journal and experience that people could have in planning for 2026. That sounds really great. And that gives also your student, is he still in school?
No, this was like 2018.
Okay. So
Yeah.
no, I was only asking because I was thinking about time wise, like would he have the time to do it? So yeah, so that sounds like it would be a good way to move forward. But I still want you to have forward momentum. So still, you should still contact these people to find out whether or not what their rates are, just so that you're just moving.
Okay. I mean, yes, but I'll contact Ethan first, but I will also
Okay. But do it all. Why not do it all at the same
I really hate the idea of like cold
I
call.
know, but just it's good to
Especially, oh,
stretch
what
yourself.
part of it is like this, I mean, I just because the book is about pleasure, I just want all of every part of it to be pleasure infused, and I just feel
Mhm.
like random person, like even the editor, like I found the right editor and she had a good vibe, she understood, she was,
That makes sense.
she was in the
Yeah.
energy also of pleasure, and so like I don't
Okay.
want
Yeah, I get
any
that.
part of it to not be like
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So when can you contact Ethan?
right after this I can contact him.
Okay. All right, good. So contact Ethan. I think that he would be, yeah, it would be beautiful I love his energy. It would
Yeah,
be,
he has great energy and I love
yeah,
working with
for
him.
him to
I don't know.
be.
I also was like, oh, I want everybody to be a woman, but that's not necessarily, that doesn't have to be the case. So
Okay.
that's why I didn't even think of him. But he is great to work with. I mean, he's very good about like taking my notes when he sends me a draft and he takes the notes and incorporate. He's really good. So I will.
Okay, good. So that's solved.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. And thank you for not saying when I said what's delaying this book. Not saying you could have said me watching your child. So,
No. No.
okay, my beautiful goddesses. So thank you, Goddess Cherie, for the hearts. So thank you for showing up today for your spiritual business chat. So a good homework assignment would be to look at your own personal morning, afternoon, and evening routines. And if you do not have them, thinking about what they could be, even if it's just one little thing like pulling a card in the morning or gratitude at lunchtime or, affirmations at night or EFT tapping video in the evening. Just look at your morning, your afternoon. So let's just call it lunchtime just for ease, morning, lunchtime, and evening routines. And how are they adding to your forward momentum, your forward movement? Okay. All right. Blessings, goddesses. Bye.